Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with another random video. So, we're back on Mario Kart. Why? Because I really enjoyed playing it recently. So we're back. I enjoyed playing it recently, and I wanted to do some more. So here we are. We did all 4 cups at 100. Unfortunately, I think we might need to do some of them at 50. I think to unlock things. We did unlock the Koopas though, or the Toads, which is good for me because it means, of course, we can use Toadette, which is always a good move. So we're gonna try one of them at 50. We might fall asleep. It's a risk. But maybe we'll go Koopa and then little Toadette, and maybe we'll use the little car, something like that. Yeah, and then maybe we'll just we'll see if we unlock anything at 50. So 50 is gonna be, I might fall asleep. It's a risk, but we'll see. We will see. Aha, at least we nailed that timing though. Well, back on Mario Kart, and you can see why I was so happy to unlock Toadette. Look how cute she is, dude. It's adorable. Well, top speed of 43, getting a nosebleed. I don't know about all of you, but man, we're friggin' flying right now. Eat shell and banana. Anyway, so yeah, I really enjoyed playing Mario Kart recently. Also, I noticed on 50, you noticed how the track's different. I don't know if I ever noticed that before, but if you notice, the middle is divided so that you can't ambush people going the other direction. That's interesting. I don't think I ever noticed that before. So that's interesting. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because like, if the whole bit is that it's an easier difficulty, it makes sense that it would, I don't know, that like it's divided, because this way you can't mess with people coming the other way, or you can't hit people head on, you know? Either one would be a good move, so it kind of tracks. Look how cute she is, dude. You can like, you can wave. Although some people you can almost hit the other person, because Mario almost clocked me with fireballs just then. So, you know, it is possible you can technically hit him. It would just be incredibly difficult. Look at that, we're almost lapping whoever's in look at that, my antithesis actually. I just noticed it's Toad. We're lapping them, we're just about to pass him. Yep, there they go. There's my antithesis. I don't know why they're going so slow. Yes, increase the speed. Yay. Well, that was exciting. Oh man, it's so slow. Oh, it's so slow. But it's fine, it's an experiment. Because if the 50 doesn't work, then we'll know that we don't have to do any more at 50. On downside, if it does work, then we'll know we'll have to do the rest of them at 50. So it's kind of a, you know, we'll find out soon enough. Oh, also I was a hair late, I think. Well, here we go. Maybe we'll go the other way, huh? If the tide's the right way, which I actually think it's not. I think doing this right now is a mistake, but we're doing it anyway. Yep, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Oh, we're so slow, dude. Yeah, that was the time was wrong. The tide needs to be in before you go, not out. Also, I kind of expected him to turn in and stop going out, and he just never did. He just never did. At least we got a box this time. Serves you right. Alright. Now maybe we'll try again with the tide and see if it actually maybe works out a little better this time. Thoughts? Nope. The time is wrong. Maybe next lap. Maybe next lap. Oh no, I feel a sneeze coming on. Hang on, it might be fake. I think we might be alright. It wore off. There we go, we're cruising now. I could almost beat these guys in reverse going this speed. But it's fine. Even the little Koopa's adorable when he waves. It's so cute. Is the tide right? Nope. Man, the tide was never right. We did it once wrong the first time, and the tide was just the wrong way every other time we were there, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Also, we're about to lap Bowser. Along with our arch nemesis. But especially Bowser. Here, Bowser. Hold this. No, I missed. I was hoping I'd get him. Yay! There it is! Nice. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Also, I really enjoyed doing Mario Kart the first time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, you know, we're back for more. At some point, we are gonna have to do Mario Kart 8. It's just, also I did it a hair late again. But anyway, but yeah, at some point, we are gonna have to do Mario Kart 8. I don't have the DLC, so I'll have to get the DLC so I can have access to more tracks. Oh, look at that. This is one of those tracks that's really good for the Koopa, because him getting his special stuff is really nice on a track where no one can escape. It's also dangerous, of course, because I can hit them too, so it is a little dangerous. Yikes, there's so many green shells. Haha. Ow. Yeah, now run into it. Oh. It wasn't really faster because I went for that boost, but my angle was wrong, so I was like, I took it really wide, so it wasn't actually any faster. It's about as tight as you can take that corner. Missed just a little bit. There's so many shells, dude. It's like actual chaos. That's not gonna help the shell situation. I hit them so many times. And then the music speeds up, and I'm lapping people. Just spray the shells and just obliterate the Bowsers. Yikes. Just obliterated. Well, we nailed that one. Alright, well, one more race to go before we find out if our experiment was a success or not. So I have mixed feelings on which one I want. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, a little early on that one. Yeah, I hit somebody. Oh. I was trying to go for the cheeky snipe twice, but timing was a little off. Ah, I am faster than you. I wonder if the tracks are different on any of the other races. I imagine that there's probably some sort of subtle difference, like on the Mario Kart circuit or whatever it was, that there was the divider in the middle, so you couldn't mess with the people coming the other direction on 50, but not on any of the other difficulties. I wonder if there's any other differences, like on other tracks, and if they are, I wonder what they are. I don't know, because this one has seemed the same, but at the same time, I also never noticed the whole track being divided thing on the other one either until just now. Whoops. So it's a little hard to say. It could be there and I might not even notice. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, at some point we'll have to do Mario Kart 8. It's not going to be as pretty, I'll tell you that right away. I could tell you that for free. Because, generally speaking... I just couldn't avoid it, I don't know. It's like a mental block. Anyway, but generally speaking, I find it harder than Double Dash. Significantly. Depending on the race and the difficulty and the characters or whatever, so... I find it harder. I mean, generally speaking, so... it won't be as pretty, but there's also a lot more to do. And there's a lot more to do, and it's a lot newer, and especially once I get the DLC and I have access to the new tracks, that'll be nice. But I also haven't done it enough that I feel super overly exposed to the tracks that are already there, even in the baseline game, because I just haven't played a whole ton of Mario Kart 8, so you know, we'll find out. We'll find out. I think we're not gonna cut down the middle on that one. Tornadoes right there, and all that crap's in the middle, and I don't think it's that worth it. You might call me crazy, but I'm not that concerned about them catching me. Man, I wonder if we're actually gonna unlock anything for this. If we don't, then part of me is really glad. But we're about to find out. I am the winner. Nice. Well, there you go. That was exhilarating. Look at that. They are 30 seconds behind me, dude. The second place was 30 seconds behind me. Good God. So slow. All right. Do we get anything? Was that sacrifice worth it? We will see. That's nice. Yay. I know that Mirrored, I think, unlocks some things. I know, like, almost positive. Maybe Mirrored is how you get the golden car. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Yay. Alright. How about that test? Do I get anything? I got a trophy. Yup, you do get something. I do have to beat them all. Alright, well, we know what we're doing then. Everyone, get your pillows, get your teddy bears. We're about to be taking a hardcore nap. Alright, this one, let's just go green. We're going green. Green team on this one. And to the next one. Oh, this is gonna be so slow. And yet, here we go. Wonder what other random games we should do. That was way too early on that one. Anyway, I wonder what other random playthroughs we should do. He like sticks his tongue out. Alright, Luigi does the little arm twirly thing. Yeah, I wonder what other random playthroughs we should do. Technically, we could always goof around on a good old. Oh, I forgot that Yoshi still gets his egg even in first. I think it rolls really slow in reverse though, so I think it's not very. This is a high-risk one, but if you can do it, you feel really good about yourself. That's usually what happens. I usually make it almost all the way, and then right at the end I fluff it. I kind of flaff it up, but it's fine. It was a change of scenery, I suppose. Anyway, but I forgot oh yeah, so random playthroughs. But whoa, I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but it was random playthroughs. So I was trying to think what else we could do. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. As far as other random ones we could do, there's technically always like we could do like a good shooter. You know, obviously I would do it against bots because fighting against other people, it's no fun getting dumpstered. So you know. I don't know why I dodged that box. I specifically swerved away from it. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, but yeah, we could always do, you know, some random anti-bot, random multiplayer stuff on any Call of Duty that I own. We also need to do the Call of Duty campaign for 2019's Modern Warfare. I tried recording it once on my Xbox, but I am still on last gen, so the cutscenes were very not smooth. And I don't want to put up gameplay that's that not smooth. So I think I will wait to do that until I have a current gen console before I actually do that one. But so you know, and then of course any Call of Duty that's newer than that is going to have the same problem. So, whoops, a little close to that truck. Anyway, so any other Call of Duty that's newer than that is going to have the same problem, I imagine. So I'm not going to bother getting any other Call of Duties. I'm considering I'm already going to have to re-get 2019's Modern Warfare eventually for the campaign on the channel. Plus two, just to play, and obviously I would play against bots, but even just to play randomly for fun, it would be much more enjoyable for me if it was quicker to load and if everything ran a little more smoothly. So, you know, there it is. Anyways, but it's just more enjoyable if everything ran smoother, so. Whoa, let me shave my eyebrows with that shot. Yikes. Whoa. Anyway, but yeah, I'm trying to think what else we could do. I'm still bitter that Battlefield doesn't have, any of the Battlefields don't have, you can't just fight bots, man. It's such a shame, because like I would totally, I'd probably do Battlefield more than Call of Duty if they did. It's likely I would do more Battlefield than Call of Duty. What's up with that? Oh. Have to apply the gas a little more. My arch nemesis is behind me, and I'm not pulling away all that quickly. We are pulling away, but it's not as quick as I would like.
Oh yeah.
So I think we need to go a little more try-hard mode than I have been, drifting around corners and whatnot. We also need to do more Legend of Zeldas on that channel as well. Thinking about other playthroughs. Oh, I felt like we just suddenly sped up.
All right.
Maybe it's in my head. Anyway, we need to do more Legend of Zeldas. The only one we've completed on the channel. Ooh, that was a little close. Also, didn't mean to throw that forward. Yikes! Yikes! Anyway, but the only one we've completed is Twilight Princess, which was a lot of fun. But we need to do more. I need to do Link to the Past, and then there's also lots of other Legend of Zeldas I haven't completed. I'm definitely a big fan of Legend of Zelda, but surprisingly, for being such a big fan of the ones I played, I haven't played a whole lot of them. So I wouldn't mind doing more just to be more exposed to the series, just in general. Because I haven't done Wind Waker, I haven't done Majora's Mask, I haven't done Ocarina of Time, I haven't done Skyward Sword. I have technically done quite a ways into Breath of the Wild, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh lord. Anyway, but I don't like Breath of the Wild at all. And there's things I liked about it, but there's enough negatives that I stepped away from my playthrough for fun that I was doing. I stepped away, and I am not playing it, and maybe ever again, depending on how angry I am. But at the moment, I have no desire to play it again. So, you know, but ignoring Breath of the Wild, there's other ones that I want to do. There's other ones that I want to do. So yeah, we need to do more of those on the channel. And then there's a few others that kind of flew under my radar a little bit. Also too early on that one. Anyway, but there's others that kind of flew under my radar a little bit. There is also Minish Cap, and there is Link Between Worlds, are a couple that kind of went under the radar, but they do interest me quite a bit. So at some point we'll have to do those. I was talking about in one of the parts for Andromeda, because we just started up a Season 2 of that. There's other games that would be good for Season 2s, like Mass Effect Trilogy, or Mass Effect Trilogy if it was modded. Man, you just right in the way. Oh, you are lucky my egg couldn't figure out what to do. Also, nice throw, idiot, through the box on top of the railing. Anyway. Excuse me, nerd. Later, idiot. Haha. Anyway, but other games that I mean, like, it would be fun to do again, but it doesn't need a Season 2. Like, as far as, like, because generally speaking, if I'm doing another season of a game, I like to make different choices as much as possible to make the season, to make it like, you know, I feel like it helps validate a reason to do another season, to go with a rhyme scheme. If there's newer stuff happening. So if you go for a new love interest, you go for new classes, new choices, depending on whatever game you're playing. But some games are a lot of fun, and even if I want to do them again for me, that's fine, but there's kind of a debate about whether it's good for another season. And because like a lot of games are, a fair amount of games are like that. Because like I would love to play Twilight Princess again as an example, but like it doesn't need another season because like nothing is different about it. You know, like now I'll probably almost certainly, I mean not even almost, I'll certainly play it again for fun on my own, but for another season for the channel, like the quality was good the first time, and so it's like there's no even reason on a quality basis. So I don't know, like because there's a few playthroughs on my channel that I have done another season and it felt nice to do another one because the quality the first time wasn't very good. Usually it's because Usually it's because I recorded it really early on. Like, an example would be like Halo Reach. I recorded Halo Reach originally a long time ago, and then it was more recently-ish, sort of, that I did all the Halo games, all the Halo campaigns, and one of the games that I returned to was Halo Reach. And that one felt nice to do another season because the quality the first time was so bad, and my attitude wasn't very good. I used to hate Halo for its controls, but with MCC, the controls, you can get more standardized ones, and then after the controls are gone, I love Halo. So once the controls are fixed, I have no problem with it, and I love the Halo stories, and they're super fun to play. And so it made sense to do a season 2 because the quality was so much better and my attitude was so much better. So there was a lot that was worth doing that, but some games are not very good. Like Knights of the Old Republic is kind of in that situation. The quality is not awful, wasn't awful for the first ones, so that is a little part of it. But on a choice basis, I will do everything the same because that's how I play that. That's how I play those games. So my choices would be either the same or almost the same, and so there's not much reason on that front to do anything. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to decide. You know, on some games are good for season 2s, and other stuff is not very good for them. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But like Twilight Princess is in that situation because there'd be nothing new, and the quality was good the first time. So technically, what I arrived at a while back is I decided that some games, if I just want to, I can just do another season. There technically doesn't have to be anything new, but if I'm just like hell-bent on recording, like doing a game again on my channel, I could, you know what I mean? Because it's not gonna hurt anything if I do it. It's just, there's nothing new to it technically, other than me experiencing a game again, but, you know. That's what I decided a while back. Also missed the boxes, that's tragic, because this guy is being oddly difficult for considering we're on 50cc. There we go, he heard me talking smack. And he slowed down. Also, he must be heavier than me, because when we run into each other, I'm the one that goes flying, so... Maybe Birdo or Mario are chunkier than Luigi and Yoshi, I guess. I suppose. I suppose.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, some things might get another season. Like one thing I was thinking about that at some point might need to be done is Splinter Cell Conviction. I did Splinter Cell Conviction a long time ago, and the audio is not very good. Like, it's very, very quiet. So the Splinter Cell Convictions campaign might deserve another season. I wonder if the Yoshi egg goes after the next person, even if I'm in last. I know the red shell doesn't, and blue shell, obviously, you wouldn't get them in first, and even if you did, they won't. But the Yoshi egg takes off like it's going after somebody. So I don't know. Maybe the Yoshi egg actually goes after whatever 8th place or something. I don't know. Or maybe it pretends it does. Well, I don't know. It ignored that guy. So maybe it just races center mass down the track and whatever happens, happens. I don't know. Anyway. But Splinter Cell Conviction might be one that could be due for other content. To be done again, because the audio was really, really quiet. That could be interesting. So I don't know. I have also thought about doing Hitman Absolution again, and I also need to do more Hitman games in general. I've only ever played Absolution, and I need to do the other ones. Some part of me thinks like, oh yeah, you should do them again because the first time, I think if memory serves, there was a lot of Rambo kind of style action. It was more like a Call of Duty and less like a stealth game. So if memory serves, there was a lot of that. So if I was actually hoping to do it stealthily, that might be a good cause to do another season. If I was trying to actually give it a real shot this time, but at the same time, like a lot of the time, that Rambo style is my favorite way of playing Splinter Cell, or not Splinter Cell, but Hitman. A lot of the times, like if I'm not in a stealth mood, I just really don't want to do stealth stuff. If I just really don't want to do stealth stuff, then I will. I mean, I like just, you know, going like Rambo mode, you know, and you know, doing that style. I do like that a lot. So that's kind of the problem there. Is yeah, is that it's hard to do a different style when that is my preferred style. Also, hang on a minute. We should do that the other way. There we go. Anyway, next one Anyways, so I don't know. So it's like at the same time, if I chose to do like Hitman again, I would have to make sure I was in a stealth mood, because if I do it wrong, which is likely, I'll do it my normal way, which is doing it just like Rambo style. For like, I'll do it as quiet as I can, as long as I can. But when I get caught, I usually just commit and I just go Rambo mode. So you know, you just go like you're like the Terminator. So you know, wow, good box throw from the AI there. That was kind of gross. Huh, now it's my box. Idiot, what do you think about that? Oh, and he stole my box. Which I guess is fair, because I did just steal his. Just like waving at the guy right behind me. My arch nemesis. Uh-oh. Yeah, no avoiding that. But I think the guy behind me hit it too, so it's not all bad. And now... Whoops. Cut that a little sharp. Ow. Thank you for that. Ah, you hit that box, serves you right. We're just fighting. It's just me and my rival up here. Oh, there we go. We get left him in the dust. Dodged it, we're good. Whoops, didn't dodge that. I wonder if we should do Need for Speed Carbon again at some point. There's also other Need for Speed games we need to do. We really need to do Heat. Need for Speed Heat was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot. That it was basically the same idea as Payback, but they just fixed the crap that was annoying about Payback. Pretty much. So we really need to do Need for Speed Heat, because I would love to play it again. It was just such a fun game. It was fun enough that I actually just did a lot of the side stuff, like collectibles kind of thing, just because I wanted to drive more in the game. It was that fun. So we need to do Heat on my channel at some point. And then there's other Need for Speeds that we could probably do as well, but racing games in general don't have a whole lot of coverage on the channel. And I do enjoy racing games, so there might be something to that. We might do like Underground 2 and some of the more classic stuff as well. Doing Most Wanted might be a good move as well. There's good achievements on that for Xbox if I chose to actually go that route. And I do have it for Xbox, and it could be good for achievements. Because it's actually one of those ones that would be easy to 100%, because if you, its achievements are very easy. Well, I mean, they're not very easy, but they're very straightforward, because there's like 15 achievements or something, and each achievement is just for beating the next boss, or it's for just beating the bosses. So all you have to do is beat the game, and if you do beat the game, then you've 100%ed the game as well. A lot of like narrative games kind of do that as well. So, but it's cool to have like a Need for Speed do it, because so it is possible that we could actually 100% Most Wanted if we actually just played it, which would be neato. Its graphics aren't insane. Has that very classic early Xbox, you know, brown on gray vibe going on. But it doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's bad or anything. And there was something else. Oh yeah, Gears of War. That's another one I would love to do. I have never played. I played like 10 minutes of the first Gears of War a long time ago, and I would love to do another. I would love to actually know what the Gears of War story is. It's a classic. And I would love to actually play it and know what it's all about. Doing that blind might be a pretty good move too. That might make it a more fun playthrough, you know? Could be. I was just curious what would happen if you threw a shell at the bus to see if it would like break for it, but no, it just bounces off. Oh, cut that a little early. That was very clean. That was about as clean as I could have possibly take that. We also need to do Cyberpunk 2077. I played it through twice when I first bought it for my Xbox One. And it actually ran surprisingly okay on last gen. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not super smooth, but on my channel, that's actually one of the playthroughs that I'm waiting, because there's a few games that I'm waiting until I have current gen to play through. Cyberpunk 2077 is one of those. I'm going to re-get it for the Series X whenever I get one. So yeah, I am waiting to re-get that because it would just work so much better. And there's a few games. The 2019 Modern Warfare and newer will be on Series X or current gen stuff. And so I won't play through those until I have that. There's a few like really pretty narrative games. The Quarry is one of them. It's waiting until I have a Series X to play it because it would just probably look so much better. Life is Strange: True Colors is another one that I'm waiting until I have a Series X to play because it would probably be much prettier if I was playing on current gen. So there's a handful of games that are the list of games I'm waiting to play just for graphically to make it better is ever growing. So, you know, it's the list grows longer. So hold that. Just like dropped it right in his face because screw you specifically, apparently. There's a handful of shortcuts in a few of these races that, like, getting it would be difficult. There's a shortcut down on the bottom left. Oh, actually, I guess it's on a different part, but somewhere on this track. Actually, I think it might be around a different. It's on a different corner. But there is a shortcut that hangs off the edge of the track that's like very difficult to get to, and you would have to have a boost lined up, and you'd have to hit it perfectly to be able to do it. And this isn't the only track that has a shortcut that you can do it, but it's like, you know, it's hitting it is difficult, and making it worth it sounds even more difficult. There's a handful of tracks that do that. Also, I just realized if you look at the mini-map, it's shaped like Yoshi. It's probably very obvious. Everyone and their third cousin probably knows that. I never realized. But there it is right there, bottom left. You saw it? See that tunnel down there? That's what the shortcut is. But you'd probably have to be playing on 150 cc, and then you'd probably have to have a boost. Because even hitting it on purpose is hard. I mean, like, let alone anything else. So, you know, not ideal. Not ideal. But yeah, I just realized for the first time, and I've been playing this game since I was a kid, and I just realized that minimap, the track is shaped like Yoshi. I know it's called Yoshi Circuit, but like I didn't actually think the track was shaped like him. I just thought it was named after him. Now it makes me wonder: is the Luigi track, or is the Mario track shaped like Mario or Luigi? I don't know. I've never noticed it if it is. Also, man, we are really lapping everybody on this one. Even my rival's like a minute behind me. I'd have to park for like 45 seconds just to let him catch up. Which of course we're obviously not doing. I don't care how far behind he is. In fact, it is a good thing. I had to cut that a little sharp to get past the... There was some item in the way. I already forgot what it was. Right. Almost there. Barely got past all that. Booyah! I am the winner. Baby Mario win. It's so good. Do. Yeah, I think my favorite difficulty, I like 100cc is my favorite one, because at 150 you have to go like super sweat try hard mode, and it's like, it's very difficult. And at 50 you're falling asleep, which is like part of the problem we're having right now, is that it's very slow. And mirrored is difficult because it's like 150 but backwards. And so I don't know if the difficulty is on the same tier as 150, but it's just difficult because it's backwards, even if that's not the case. And it might be the actual case. It might just be 150 difficulty, but also in reverse. I don't know. But everything's backwards. That makes it challenging, and I think it is really difficult. So it's like my favorite is 100cc on. I also discovered that that's true on Mario Kart 8 as well. Oh dang it! I was hoping I could drift before I got there, but no such luck. Anyway, but at 100, it's fast enough that you're not falling asleep. It doesn't feel like you're going in slow motion, but it's also not too difficult. But it's also enough that, you know, it's challenging enough that it gives you something to do, and you know, you do feel like it's a real race and you're really competing, but without having to be too challenged. So, you know, it's interesting. But generally speaking, I think 100 is the most fun, because you can just enjoy the fact that you're racing without having to be too, like, you know, super try-hard mode. So, you know. Also, fun fact, did you know that if you unlock everything in this game, the title screen changes? It's true. The main title screen is has a different wallpaper. Oh god. Oh, I've never hit that boulder twice in a row. It just got there every time. Well, it's probably because I never play on 50. It's probably just the timing, the way everything works out on 50. That instead of being a little bit ahead of it, like I normally am, I'm just a little bit. It's right in my way, you know. Just probably because I never play on 50. There's a reason. There is a reason for that. Ooh. Let's go! But yeah, if you unlock everything, the title screen is different. It has a different wallpaper. It's very cool. Also, I let go of the gas. But only briefly. Hop! Whoa. Michelle was coming for blood. He almost got me. I want her in the back to watch her little pigtails sway as I drive. It's adorable. And the cuteness fuels me. Whoop. Keep her going. Up. I know what's going off. I don't really care. Yeah, you thought laying stuff on the bridge would mean I would crash into it and fall. I don't think so. So, fun fact, back in the day, my sisters and my cousins and I played a lot of this game. So, a habit that I had, that I still, when you play enough of this game and you really know all the tracks, you learn where some areas are better to lay items than others. Some areas you know that maybe it's a check, maybe it's like a really good choke point, or maybe the turn's really sharp, or maybe it has to funnel everyone into a certain area, or maybe you know that it's challenging to just traverse, and so anything you can do to make it more challenging is good. Whatever the reason. Some areas are better than others, for you to lay items down. So, for instance, one of the areas that's good to drop items if you're totally fine with being a jerk to whoever you're playing with, is on the bridge for DK Mountain. Dropping items on that bridge, just traversing the bridge is difficult enough. And I did mention it in the other Mario and the other Double Dash video I did. I mentioned that my little sister had the hardest time traversing that bridge because it does look like it's like swaying. I mean, it does sway, but like it throws you off and makes you feel like you have to over-adjust more than you do, and it gets people killed. So I think maybe just for variety, we'll just do something different. We'll just go and the monkey and the monkey's cart. Why? Because I don't know. And we did that one. Okay, look at that. We're being the heavy boys for this one. Anyway, I think so. I think we did all of them. I think this is all of the... Yeah, I'll have to double check that we did all of them, because if so, I think we're making better time than we did at 100, which doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, oh, that was cheeky. Rude. Excuse me, you little nerds. Anyway, but I did mention that in the other video I did. So a good area to drop items is on that bridge because it's already like difficult to traverse for a lot of people, or at least for some people. So dropping items on that bridge, like bananas or boxes or whatever, is a particularly nasty place to drop an item because then they have to swerve to get around it. If you go right down the middle because it's clear, you drop, let's say, a big banana as an example, as a common example for me. You drop a big banana right in the center, well now suddenly they have to swerve quite a bit to avoid it, and it can be very, very difficult. So that was a common place for me to drop items, because it was especially mean. And I'm just funny like that. So I'm trying to think of what other good spots on places there is. On Dino Jungle, there's also a bridge with the dinosaur head that pokes over it. That's another good spot. Dropping items on that bridge near the dinosaur head, because if the head is swaying over the top of the track right as they get there, then if you drop an item at the little clear space you have to pass it, that can be very difficult to get past. So that's a common one that I would drop as well. So, you know, there's lots of good spots. When you do it enough, you really learn the areas on where to drop items and when. And you can make it much harder for your enemies to, you know, or whoever you're racing against, your competition. So many big bananas, dude. That's why you grab a Kong if you're going to be in first a lot, because you can just banana up the track. It's like insanely, as you can no doubt already tell. Let's go. So many bananas. Oh, I think I hit someone else. To be fair, there's a lot of bananas in the track, so that doesn't surprise me. I always go down the middle, because going around is actually much slower. Oh, I think I missed it. Yep. I barely misshot that. I hit it a little crooked. Hit it a little crooked. That was my bad. Anyway. Yeah, that was, but I almost always go right down the middle like that, just because I think it's much faster than going around the sides, so. And if nothing else, it feels faster, but I'm almost positive that it's actually faster, so. Obviously, you can tell the aim is very precise, and so there's a much higher risk of dying. But we've now done this, whatever this is, this second time, and I've only missed once of all the laps we did, so it's like, you know, that feels pretty good, because there was the first video, and then there was this one, and I only fell off once between the two, so that feels pretty good. So, it's not that big of a deal. Mostly, just don't overthink it. That's the real secret. Don't overthink it. Just hit the first one as straight as possible, and then don't have to worry about the other one. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Serves you right, little baby Marios. We'll go right down the center here, because we don't need items badly enough to risk going off the edges. There's also a shortcut at the bottom of this bridge, by the way. If you swerve right instead of any other direction, right after you exit the tunnel, there's a shortcut right there, but it's very precise. If you thought going left at that fork was very precarious, well, that's another one. Also, that back there, if you notice, that was a good place to lay an item on the right to the left side of that geyser, because most people are going to hit that geyser left, as far as I can tell, and I always go left, and rather than going right. So dropping an item right beside that geyser is a good spot, because it's a very tight little choke point, and so it's very hard to avoid. If you go left, you're going to have a very hard time avoiding it. So it's going to force you to go right, which is going to increase your chance of falling off. So, especially if you're in the crowd and if everyone's doing it, well, there you go. You can see on that on the right side now, but now it's on the left. But there's that little bridge. There's a little speed up thing right there as well. On the right side over here, right there, you'll notice there's a ramp on the right side. You would need to have a boost though, because it doesn't count as track, so you actually slow down a lot. You slow down a lot when you hit it. So you would need a boost, and you'd probably have to be playing on it. I mean, you would almost certainly have to be playing on a higher difficulty so that you were faster. But then if you also had a boost, then you would probably be fine. Something like that. The last lap. And right there. Just gonna go around nice and safe. Will be a crazy. You want to see the shortcut? It's a shortcut, but it's risky because, I mean, you can see how precarious that is. You have to hit that perfectly, which we managed to do, but you can see. If you hit it and execute it perfectly, it can be nice, because with the speed up little pad there, it's probably actually is a shortcut. So, you know. So this is a good little choke point for items right there, because the dinosaur head makes people swerve left, and if you drop items right there, it's pretty good. That's pretty good, my friend. Heyo. Ba 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 ba. Wario wins. That's right, Wario. We're winners. The difference between first place and 8th place is actually insane. I did 234, and the Bowser's coming at the rear at 340. That was a poor choice of words. Anyway, 348. 3:48. Ignore that. 3:48. That's like over a minute apart. That's a lot of time, dude. Oh, Bowser's Castle, let's go! This is one of my favorite tracks. I love this one. I love Baby Park a lot as well. Just because like it's simple, but it's like a battle royale, dude. It's like the Thunderdome. Like it's all because it's like 7 laps and it's just a little tiny loop. It makes it it's a fun race because it's chaos. Like it's you know there's all the walls are sided so that you can't fall off, and so then all the items are gonna bounce around walls and it's like chaos, dude. It's so good. Oh look, a bomb. Also, though, I can hear the little tiny babies right behind me. That was close. I don't know if there's any other shortcuts in this one. I'm trying to think of any other... I'm not aware of any. There's probably shortcuts that I've never noticed in different tracks. I'm not like... It's not like I wrote this game. So, there's probably other shortcuts that I just don't know of, but... It's hard to say. I mean, you know, even if you play it a lot, you know there's new things all the time. Like me, obviously, just recently finding out that the Yoshi track is shaped like Yoshi. Like, you know, I learned that this video. I was today years old learning that. So, I think one of the reasons I love Bowser's Castle, other than its aesthetic, which aesthetically it's very much my scene. But even besides that, is the music. I love Bowser's like theme, because this is the same song. I mean, it's a slightly different variation, but it's the same song. If you ever played Mario DDR, which my sisters and I used to play a lot of back in the day, Bowser's Castle was my favorite track to do, for lack of a better word. And it's a variation of this song. It's much faster, but it's a real fun one. That's the one I would do a lot. I did Bowser's Castle a lot because it's so good. We're gonna try it, but I'm not sure I'm fast enough. Oh, there we go. You are fast enough. There you go, kids. Just like that. See, that's how you do that. So it turns out you can even do that at 50 without a boost. How about that? You just have to make sure you're aimed at the, because obviously if you go straight and if you don't turn in time, you're gonna go straight off. So, you know, you have to watch out for that. But if you do it, then look at that. You can take it, and I didn't even drift. And if you drifted right away, you'd probably do better. Also, as no doubt you'll notice, if you stay on the sides, you can squeak by these little thwomps, even if they're down. If you stay on the sides, pretty much touching your wheels to the wall. Obviously, no doubt you probably would have noticed. Forward. Alright, nice and easy. Beautiful. And a nice big banana for someone that turns that corner without looking, without being ready. That'll be surprising. Oh, that was close. Oh, we're about to lap somebody. Also, I almost got stuck in that wall and I barely saved it. I barely pulled out of that. Because I almost drifted too sharp. Yeah, I know, I took that way too sharp. I just saw the big banana and I was trying to avoid it. But it didn't matter, we're so far away from everybody.
Yeah, oh yeah, Wario wins.
Yeah, Wario wins. Oh man, what happened to the Marios there? Or actually, no, I guess it was someone else, because the Marios have lower points, so what happened to the Waluigi? Or no, actually, yeah, that's my antithesis team. My arch nemesis, what happened to him, dude? He was in 4th that one. He has 16 points. He was like a place or 2 lower than he should be. What happened to them? I mean, hey, I don't care, screw him, but, you know. The upside, unlike the first video, you're not gonna see me flying this time. I freaking bet, dude. It would be hard to get a team heavier than this. Maybe Bowser and DK might be heavier. And maybe in a different car. Maybe the Bowser car is heavier. Maybe. I don't know. But it would be hard to get a team heavier than this. I think it's probably doable, but it would be difficult. There's not that many. I think you'd probably need DK and then maybe Bowser in the Bowser car. Might be heavier. Something like that. Easy. This is one of the reasons my sisters hated Rainbow Road, is those boosts right there. Because they would always boost right off. Every time, dude. It happened all the time. Haha. So sometimes stars drop on the track because it's fancy Rainbow Road. But often they're rarely right in the middle like that. Or I mean, they're rarely right in the middle. They're often like that one, off to the side, so that the risk of you getting it is very high. There's a high chance you'll fall off and kill yourself. So you know, I rarely go for them because generally speaking, it's not worth the star for a few seconds over falling off. So usually, unless it's really convenient, I'll usually skip it. But we're only playing on 50 cc's here, so you know, it'd be fine. I just sent it off, I don't really care. It's like, it's a green shell, I'm like 9 miles from anybody, it doesn't matter. I couldn't see because DK's fat head. Yeah, I'm fast, boy. Yeah, I couldn't totally avoid that. Beautiful. Alright, now the new test. Can we get past the blockade of bananas? That was close. Put 2 tires off the edge of the track there. Now, this is worse for everyone else than it is for me, because I'm in the middle of this, like, boost area, so that's worse for everyone else than me. It was a best case scenario as far as timing goes. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's no avoiding that. I was mid-spin. I was actively spinning and I couldn't stop it, and I was even swerving left trying to stop the spin, but it didn't matter. Ain't no stopping that. But it doesn't matter. We're like, I'd have to park for 45 seconds for them to catch me. That's for sure. Alright, last lap. With the theme speeding up. Bum, bum, bum. I think I heard that in the Wii, in like, I think there's in the Mario Kart on the Wii, on the Rainbow Road on that one, there's a shortcut that you can cut like half the track off if you land it, but it's like really difficult. I think I heard that, but I've never seen it because I didn't play Mario Kart on the Wii, and so I don't know if that's true or not. It could just be a old wives' tale. Yeah, there's no stopping that either. Struck by lightning and you can't stop the spin, so. Anyway, but I don't know if that's true or if it's just an old wives' tale, but I always heard that I think it was on the Mario Kart on the Wii, that on the Rainbow Road, on that one, there's the shortcut that you can cut like half the track off if you hit it. Something like that. But who knows? I didn't play the one on the Wii, so couldn't tell you. So speaking of Nintendo, why the hell is Twilight Princess HD not on the Switch? Can I just ask that? What's up with that? Because some of us are huge Twilight Princess fanboys. It's my favorite Zelda. I'd probably say it's my favorite Zelda. I grew up on Link to the Past, but man, I love Twilight Princess. Anyway, and like, they made an HD version, but like on the Wii U? Really? Why is that not on the Switch? Like, I haven't played Wind Waker. I'm not married to the HD version of that one. At some point, it would be cool if it goes to the Switch, because I'd love to play it, but like, I care a lot less about the very cartoony Link. I don't really care about that Link at all. Like, I like the older, mature kind of feel for Zelda. I like Twilight Princess. I think it's perfect, because it has that slightly more mature feel. It's a teen for teen, for starters, which is, I think, the reason why it's better. But you know, but it would be cool. But like, come on, Twilight Princess HD, put it on the Switch, Nintendo, get on it. Sincerely, everyone alive. All right, give me my item. The staff credits. Thanks for playing. You're welcome, Mario and Peach. Alright, I'm ready. Hey, look at this, the bullet car. That's a good one. Nice. I think that was all of them. We'll double check, but It doesn't matter. I'm just okay. Yeah, we did that one, and we did that one. Yep, that's all of them. All right. Well, I think that'll be a good place in the video then. Because yeah, I mean it's what we did the first time. We did all 4 in one video, and we did this one all 4 in one video. So maybe there'll be another one where we do 150 on all of them. And for that one, we might have to do that in a couple videos, because if it doesn't work, we might have to make multiple attempts. But because we need to get first place in all of them to get all these unlocks that I want. So anyway, you probably can expect more Mario Kart content on Double Dash, because in another video we could do all the 150s, and another one we could do all the mirrored mode, and I mean after that we'll have done everything. But you know, there might be more. You never know. I really enjoy doing this, and so there could be. And undoubtedly, eventually there will be Mario Kart 8 as well. And I did mention this in the first part, or in the first race video that I did. But I'd like to do more standalone content. I do a lot of full playthroughs, and doing some more little random standalone things as I come up with them would be, I think, it'd be really fun, a fun addition to the channel. And I think it could use it. So you never know. We will see. But anyway, that is going to call it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Hi guys! Splat! Oh, we're going, babe. We're going. Oh my lord! Okay, it's fine. I saved it. I saved it. You see that quick response? My lord, what a tap, though. Me and Buck. We just freaking spirit roasted that guy.